Name's Daniel Milner, 18 years old. I'm riding a RMZ 450 Suzuki. I'm racing in the Victorian Off-Road Championship this year. Last year I was fortunate enough to win it, so this year trying to back it up.
We're out here at Meredith just doing a bit of track testing just to try to get Daniel Milner's sort of mid-season set up a bit better for him if we can. We did a base setting at the start of the year and pretty much we're just trying to refine that setting. For me, testing is a necessary part of what we do. It keeps the big wheel turning as far as, you know, finding bigger and better ways to do what we do. If there's a weakness in our setup, we want to know about it and we want to try to improve on that. So the only real way that you're going to do is get out here with, you know, good riders like Daniel, have them do what they do and, you know, get the feedback and, you know, make the small changes that make big differences.
That's what we're out here doing today, just mucking around, seeing stuff that I like and don't like.
If there's something that we can improve as far as his cornering or how the bike's going through the bumps, dealing with, you know, pretty much any of the obstacles that we've got out here, which we're lucky that this track's got pretty much everything. So yeah, just trying to get these, you know, as comfortable as we can on the bike, really.
Yeah, for sure. Like, you notice the difference amazingly with fitness when your bike's real rough and throwing you around, you're trying to fight against it. When I never got my suspension done, I used to pump up in my arms shocking, and I just tried working on that. My arms, like I was trying to build up my arms and it didn't happen, and then Chad came along and with that, like, it just made it, I couldn't believe the difference. Went to the 4-day and finished real well there, got 4th outright, was stoked with that. And also the Victorian Off-Road Championship, now we've had 3 rounds and won every round so far, so looking forward to finishing off that again.
Testing with a rider like Daniel takes out the fudge factor as far as knowing what works and what doesn't work. A rider like Daniel doesn't make too many mistakes. It's not that we don't listen to the average trail rider when we're doing something with them, but working with guys like Daniel, we get to work out what really does work. It gives us a really good starting point to fine-tune from there for the individual rider.
Chad's always out there on the track watching me go around, so your back end's getting booted off sharp stuff and you go talk to Chad, tell him that, and then yeah, he fixes her up, and then normally yeah, it takes a lot of seconds off your time if it's all good.
And that's what I wanted to do with the trailer when it was like the whole conception of it was to build something that's specifically built for suspension testing. It's enabled us to do it quickly, easily, clean and organised, so I can pretty much be beside the Fink racetrack or out here at Meredith where we do a lot of our off-road testing and be able to do it the way I need to be able to do it. So I'm finding that it's just being a really good tool as far as being able to travel and do everything that I pretty much do at the workshop in the trailer. What originally got me into the whole suspension thing was I've always had a little bit of a fascination with it. As a racer myself, I started racing Enduros back in, I think it was 88. 07 was my last year on the bike. It all sort of came to an abrupt halt in the Australian Safari in 07 where I sort of had an interview with the front of a four-wheel drive at a rather high speed. So since then I haven't raced at all, but my racing efforts or my competitiveness now goes into helping the riders that I'm helping at the moment. So they're taking care of my competitive side at the moment. I spent 3 years working with CDR Yamaha. I got to work with, you know, Gary Ben and Grant Covis from Olin's. Pretty much for the last 18 months that I was with CDR, I was doing all the settings and suspension work for both motocross and supercross for riders like Cam Taylor, Daniel McCoy, Shane Boyd, all those guys. So you got to learn a lot. The time at CDR taught me was that, you know, you are constantly learning.